This week we are going to practice finding the central idea or main idea and then supporting it with supportive details or summarizing the main idea, okay? So for today, we're going to start with a lesson that for a lot of you is probably review. I know that we talk about finding the main idea or the central idea all the time. And for some of you, it's going to be a reminder that you need because, we learn about things in school and then several months go by and we're not in school. And then we're like, wait a minute, I don't even remember what the teacher's talking about. So your study island and your article of the week and everything you do this week is going to revolve around finding a central idea and supporting it with supporting details, okay? So let's start with the difference between a main idea and a topic, because what I find a lot of people do is I ask them, what is the main idea or what is the central idea of this particular text? And they give me a topic. So the difference here, and we'll go to present mode so that you can see it better. The difference is that a main idea or a topic is just the subject that the text is about. It's probably one or two words. Like a topic might be Triceratops bones, or a football player, or rain, okay? It's just one or two words that summarize very, very succinctly, this is what the text is about. So a main idea is a little different because a main idea is more than a topic. It is the topic plus a comment about that topic. So I want you to use this formula to find the main idea, and I'm going to beat this into your heads again and again and again, okay? Topic plus the question, so what? So what about it is your main idea. So if your topic is Triceratops bones, ask yourself, so what? What is the author saying about Triceratops bones? Because what the author is saying about Triceratops bones is going to be your main idea. So let's look at a few examples. 1, the topic is Triceratops bones. The so what? They should be in museums, not private collections. So let's say that we put all of that together into a complete sentence. The main idea about Triceratops bones, plus the so what, is although scientists stress the importance of keeping Triceratops bones in museums, they have become prized collector's items in people's private collections. Okay, that might be the main idea of the article that you're reading or the story. So I'm going to reiterate every time that a main idea should be expressed in a complete sentence. A main idea should be expressed in a complete sentence. Let's look at another example. Topic plus so what equals the main idea. So if the topic is a football player and the so what is they can start developing brain damage as early as high school, then our main idea, topic, football player, plus so what, brain damage can be developed. Our main idea is this: recent brain studies show that because of its high impact, football players start developing brain damage as early as high school. Main idea should be expressed in a complete sentence. I have my topic here, football players. I have my so what. They start developing brain damage as early as high school. One more example. I like doing things in threes. Threes are a great number. So our topic plus so what equals main idea. If our topic is rain, and our so what is that it is causing greater flooding than we have seen in the past. The topic or the main idea could be as simple as, rain is causing greater flooding than we have seen in the past. But if we really put everything together and add, the most important details, we might come up with something like, Climate change has caused there to be greater rain and flooding in places where there was not threat of flooding in the past. Again, a main idea should be expressed in a complete sentence. So when I ask you to give me a central idea and I ask you to write it down for me, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. 1, what is this text mostly about? Because that's your topic. 2, what does the author want us to know about that topic? Okay, that's your so what. Sorry, that's your so what. 3, how can I express 1 and 2 in a complete sentence? Okay, what's it about? What does the author want us to know about it? And how can I express that, those 2 things together, in a complete sentence? So what I'm going to ask you to do today and tomorrow is a think, pair, share. Okay? I'm going to ask you to share ideas with somebody else in your class, and I'll show you how. So the strategy is this. You're going to find your name on one of the following slides along with another student's name. That student is your partner. I don't care whether or not you even know that student. That student is your partner for this particular assignment, okay? Each of you is going to read the chunk of text on slide 10, and this chunk of text is actually from this week's Article of the Week. So if you've already started Article of the Week, you've already seen this text, okay? So when I click on slide 10, it doesn't take me where I want to go because I'm in, because of the mode I'm in. So let me go back here. So when I click slide 10, when I am not in present mode, it takes me to this excerpt from Article of the Week, okay? But let's go back to what we're supposed to do. So find your slide, read the chunk of text. So step 1 is complete your side of the slide with the following information. You're going to write down what you think is the topic, what is the so what, and what's the main idea about slide 10. And then you're going to write the main idea in a complete sentence. So, for example, the first slide here has, 2 students here, okay? Again, there's a reminder right here that this is the text that you're using to complete the slide. This excerpt right here is the text that you're using, okay? So on this side, student 1 is going to write down what they think the topic is. They're going to write down what's the so what does the author want us to know about that topic, and then what is the main or central idea. They're going to write it in a complete sentence. So they're going to take topic plus so what, main idea. Okay? It's that simple. Student 2 over here is going to do the exact same thing. Write down what they think is the topic, what is the so what, and what is the central or main idea. And you guys, I keep using central and main because on a lot of the testing that you guys have to do and on Study Island, it says central idea. But we also hear this called the main idea. So I want you to be able to use those 2 terms interchangeably so that you always know what you're being asked. All right? So this is step 1. I want you to do this on the first day. So I'm assigning this on a Tuesday. I want you to have this done, this part of it done by Tuesday, okay? So step 2 is I want you to go read your partner's work. Do you agree with what your partner has said? How might you rephrase things to make your own idea more clear or accurate? Or if you don't think they're accurate, how can you help them to rephrase their own ideas? So I want you to go ahead and leave your partner comments using the comment function. So let's say that we're here on Deontay and Ariana bias, okay? So let's say that Deontay says that he thinks that the topic is cheeseburgers. And Ariana comes in and she's also read this text here, okay? And she's like, dude, I think you're way off. Are you sure you were reading the right thing? Because when I look at this, it tells me something very, very different. Okay, I don't see cheeseburgers here anywhere. She can come in here and she's going to highlight the text and go up here to the comment function and she's going to click a comment, okay? And she's going to use her ROAR core values, being respectful and kind. And even though she might look at this response and think, Deontay is, woo, did he even read this? Okay, she's not going to come in here and say, Deontay, did you even read this? What are you thinking? Okay, she's not going to respond that way. She is going to be kind and considerate, and she is going to try to connect with him and try to figure out, hey, why did you think cheeseburgers? Why did you think that? Okay, so she might say, I don't see this as being the topic. I think it is X, because I don't want to give you any answers, because, okay? You guys, it's also fair to ask somebody, and sometimes I do this to you, it's fair to ask them, are you sure you're reading the right text? Okay, because it might be that a student, you know, maybe they didn't realize that this was the text they had to use, maybe they got confused, and maybe they were responding to something totally different. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and comment on each other's responses so that you can help each other hash it out. You know, and if you agree and I mean, I'm hoping that you don't have exact same word for word responses, because that would mean you were cheating, and then that would mean academic dishonesty, and then that would mean that I would have to give you a 0. And I don't like doing that, so I don't want to do that. Okay. You know, I just want you to say, okay, yeah, I agree. I see it the same way, or I disagree. This is not what I see here. And then step 3 will be, as a team, write the main idea in the middle box on your slide. So one or both of you, I don't care how you do it, can go in here and you can type in, we agree, this is the main idea. Okay? So I'm giving you 2 days to work on this, so you can start with one, do the other, come back and keep communicating with each other. And earlier in the year, I had asked you all here on Google Classroom if you would please add some information to a document. And it's right here at in the news stream. It's like the 3rd thing down, English 1 contact info. I asked you to please at least put your Horizon email address on here. And many of you did that, okay? But more than half of you totally ignored this. The reason I had you do this is because of times like this where if you want to get hold of somebody, you can do that. But here's another option for you. I'm going to show you a pro tip, okay? Let's say that I want to definitely know that Julian sees this information, okay? So I'm going to highlight something that he wrote, and I am going to tag him in it. So I'm going to type Julian. See how when I type his name, I have this little option here, assigned to Julian Brooks. You can type your response, okay? I think this is probably the greatest thing I've ever seen written. That's, you know, say that's my comment. Say that's what, and then I want him to please show me how to write like you. I will be eternally grateful. Okay, so there's something I want him to do. There's something I want to say, and there's something I want him to do. When I've tagged him in this, and I have checked this little check mark here, and it says assigned to Julian Brooks, the assigned person will be notified and responsible. So this is going to send him an email automatically to let him know, I've done my part of this work. Can you come in, please, now to your part so that we can finish this together? Okay? And once I click assign, it's going to send an email to Julian to let him know. I love this feature. Okay? So Julian and Corbin are working together, or, you know, Monica and Maya are working together. If Monica wants to let Maya know something, she's going to highlight something that Maya wrote. She's going to click comment. She's going to type Maya's name. You have to capitalize it, I think, or it won't work. She's going to type Maya's name and tag her and click assign to Maya so that whatever that message is that Monica writes here, Maya knows that it's there because it comes to her email. And by the way, if you guys are getting 500 emails a day still, and you need to know how to change Google Classroom settings so that you don't get all those emails every day, please feel free to come to the next Google Meet and we will go through it and I will help you on your computers turn off all those extra notifications, okay? All right, so just a quick refresher, central main idea, okay? You're going to read slide 10, the excerpt that is from the article of the week. You're going to find the slide with your name on it, okay? If you're Trinity, you're going to type the topic, what you think the so what is, and in a complete sentence, your main or central idea. Angel is going to come in here and do the exact same thing. And then they're going to check each other's work, tag each other so that they know what the other one is thinking, and they are going to develop a main idea and type it in the box together. Now, if Trinity never responds to Angel, that's not Angel's fault. Angel doesn't get penalized for that, okay? The only penalty, so to speak, might be that Angel might have to type this in the middle herself, okay? But don't worry that if your partner doesn't participate, that I'm going to penalize you, because that's not on you if they're being a jerk. Because quite frankly, I can't really put it on any other way. If they are supposed to be carrying half the weight and they don't do it, all right? So get this done by the due date. Again, I'm going to leave this open for 2 days to give you guys time to work with each other virtually in this capacity, okay? And in the meantime, you also have a study island this week that is related to this topic, and I need you to get in there and I need you to do it. Try to earn your blue ribbon. Have a great rest of your day.